Okay, so we are with Mike Swindle, and this is our next edition of Ask Me Anything. So, hi, Mike.
Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for inviting me.
No problem. Thanks for coming on. So, we wanted to ask you some questions that the community had. So, to kick it off, I think we should go with Mel from the Rotary Club here in LaBelle. He wants to have a job description of what you do as the Director of Workforce Development for Hendry County.
Oh, that's a great question, Mel. I appreciate you asking that. So, the director of workforce development, the job basically helps tie the needs of the community with regards to the labor demands and workforce needs to the training that the school board can and does provide. So essentially what I do is I work very closely and keep my pulse on, try to keep a good pulse on what the community needs are with regards to the training needs of the businesses and the region, and then work with the school system in the secondary with regards to middle schools and high school and the adult side to provide the training to help folks be trained and prepared, hold a certificate so they can be highly qualified for those jobs. So it's kind of a nutshell there.
Okay, awesome. Let's see. And a follow-up question that he had was, what do you expect as the outcome of this program? Which I think you pretty much covered that.
Well, no, that's a great follow-up. So, when I look at this position that I'm in as workforce development director, and as look at other hats that I wear, and as the citizens of Hendry County, we have a lot of intrinsic problems that it's not any of our own demise, but nonetheless, they are issues like high poverty, high unemployment. And what I see as one of the outcomes that I want to be effective with is to be able to curb that. So every person that we can take from a situation where they were unemployed or underemployed and train them with a skill, whether it be a nursing skill or a welding skill or a mechanical skill, and help pair them with a high skill, high wage job, we are moving Hendry County to a better place with citizens that can move off of the poverty list and onto the taxpayer roll and on homes and raise family and be happy, productive citizens in Hendry County.
That's awesome. What is your measure of success with this program? Like, how is it measured? Is that what you go by as the poverty level? And
well, not for success. So if the success or effectiveness that we have, I like to look at the growth that we've had. I like to look at the numbers that we touch. 5 years ago, the Hendry County Schools workforce development touched 77 individuals. And that's everything that we did. The welding program, and that was all that was actually offered, was a welding program at the time. And that was the welding program, the GED, and the ESOL programs. Earlier today, I was looking at some numbers with a colleague, and we've touched, last school year, we touched 281. So, you can do the quick math on that. And in 4 years growth, we've done very well with expanding programs, reaching more individuals, and helping those folks find education and a better spot in life.
That's great. Okay. Nicole Hilliard had another question. She's interested in knowing more about what the workforce development does and how it plays a role in our schools, which is pretty much very close to what Mel had asked. But
yeah, right.
You said you start at young ages to develop this stuff, right? Because I know
That's
she's
right.
got younger children.
So yeah, right. Well, and that's really important. And there's an important concept and an important component that we do. And this year, the state tasked us with doing a community and local needs assessment. And so therefore, we don't want to just do programs that Mike likes or Kelly likes or things that we should have. We actually did market research with the Workforce Development Board, and we brought in stakeholders, business owners, teachers, administrators, and we sat at a table and we looked at data, and we identified high growth areas and areas that had large gaps between what was available and what they needed. And so we use that data to go all the way to the middle school, and now we're actually doing a little bit in the elementary school, and we create training programs. In the middle schools, we have very robust computer science training programs, agri-science training programs, and we're working on adding more in the middle school every day. And in the high school, it gets more in depth, where students can learn more in the areas of everything from robotics, biomedical, Florida Public Service Academy, Firefighting Academy in LaBelle is one of a phenomenal program, and the list goes on. There's a phenomenal health science program in LaBelle that students leave with certificates that they can go to direct employment with the training that they have received there. So our job in the school system is to match the high skill, high wage demand with those student training, so that the students can earn those certificates and be either college and career ready, is the way that I like to think about it. In the past, it was always one or the other. You know, you're not going to go down a college path, so you may want to think about some mechanics or something. But we've gotten so technical and so advanced that it's college and career ready now.
Yeah, you're very right there. It is mixed. Okay, thank you for that. So Tracy Nobles wants to know, what would you bring back to the school system that you had when you were in high school that has made a difference in your life? Because I know things have changed since we were in school.
Yeah, sure. Well, and you know, back when I was in school, the workforce development, and at the time we called them vocational training, was very robust. We had some of the finest in Hendry County, some of the finest vocational training of anywhere. And students learned everything from auto mechanics, auto body, nursing, retail sales. Everything was taught. And through the 90s, early 90s and mid 90s, our wonderful state government and federal government decided that everyone was going to college. And so we just need to do away with vocational training. And they did. They took a pretty hard swipe at it. And so we are slowly, and now as a result, folks are realizing that the skilled labor is hard to find. And so we are slowly infiltrating back into the school system, and that pendulum is swinging back to everyone's realizing we better get more on the ball here and training individuals to go to work. So having said that, we absolutely need to increase the workforce development training back into the school system so that we can train students for skilled labor positions. And the big thing we need to do is we need to work on the stigma that people think, the skilled labor, I don't want to be a dirty mechanic. Well, the mechanic is one of the jobs today that's in high demand, and they can't fill those needs. And a trained mechanic today with certifications can make $75,000 to $100,000 a year very easily and have their choice of jobs. So we've got to work toward breaking the stigma that, you know, it's a dirty skill and nobody wants to do it. We need to work toward getting the support from our parents and communities and our administrators and our guidance counselors that these are very needed and essential jobs that we need to be training for. Home ec is a good one. You know, home ec is one of the ones that has fallen by the wayside. It got phased out and has never been able to infiltrate back into the school system. Being able to be effective as an adult, you know, the skills that you learn in the school is absolutely essential. So I plan to work toward revitalizing all of our workforce development in the school systems.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, so Clementine's, I think it was probably Kim from Clementine's, wants to know, what are your favorite memories from working as the Clewiston High School FFA advisor?
Yeah, dealing with Kim has to be up there at the top, doesn't it? You know, and tons of great memories. You know, that really is what kept me in education. And is, you know, dealing with students and the good times that you had, seeing students grow, having those aha moments, watching students like Kim. I've known her since she was a very young child. Now a great mother herself and a successful business owner. That's attributed to the teachers that were around her, some good upbringing, and a great community. So great success stories like that, they're, you know, very warms your heart, makes you happy to do what you do as a teacher.
Okay. And Jennifer and Tim Barron want to know, well, I think you kind of answered this, so I do apologize for the overlap.
That's fine.
Like what are one of the biggest changes that you would like to see within the workforce development in the schools? So you kind of already said you're going to bring back all of these things. So
right. Wider, more diverse. You know, we're pretty good when you compare what Hendry has compared to other rural districts with regard to workforce development. Over the past 4 to 5 years, we've done a phenomenal job with the help of some good school leadership and good teachers. That we actually in Hendry offer a pretty diverse program for students of different interests with different backgrounds that they can become very productive in. So I'm very proud of that, but I'm not happy with it. I don't think we're at the right spot. We need to continue growing and continue adding more.
Agreed. Okay. And Rachel Green says, what is your vision for continuing to grow Hendry County adult learning programs? Is that something that workforce development does?
Yeah, so that part of the umbrella that we are under is definitely the workforce development for the adult side as well, and we have had phenomenal growth in that. Again, 4 years ago we had a welding program, and today we have a matter of fact, we have invested a lot of money in our welding program. We have one of the best welding and safest, most technological, state-of-the-art welding facilities in the state in Hendry County right now. And a great instructor who's very passionate and does just a phenomenal job. So we're evolving that program, not only to have one, but to have one of the best, and that's what we want to be known for. Our diesel technician program, we just received $1.5 million to ramp it up and to make it one of the best in the state. And what we want is for folks to be able to know that we offer not only great teaching, but in great facilities with great hands-on lessons to be learned that is linked to high skill, high wage careers. Outside of that, we also have a phenomenal adult nursing program with just a wonderful teacher that does a great job. Last year we did a E911 telecommunications program in LaBelle that was very successful as well, where we had students that got certified in E911 telecommunications, where when you have an emergency, you dial 911, the person that picks up the phone and routes your call on the other end. And we housed that one at the LaBelle Adult Center and LaBelle Outreach Center last fall, and we plan to do another one this fall. So we have grown it exponentially in 4 years. Again, I'm not happy with the spot where we are. We absolutely need to continue growing. And what drives that, again, is the community needs. What are the needs within our community with regards to the training, the skills, as they hire these individuals? And so we will continue to monitor closely and stay in front the best we can of the opportunities that we train for.
Okay, and then Sherry Walker wants to know, Mr. Swindle, what do you think our county should do to stimulate the economic vitality, considering the unfortunate circumstances due to COVID-19? So that's
that's a great question. You know, and COVID has taken a toll and continues to take a toll on every aspect, right? I mean, we have our school system, you know, is definitely different than what it was March 17th. And so we continually are evolving. But to address specifically the problem as to what we need to do, we need to make sure that we support our local businesses. We need to do everything we can to shop local. Even during when we were kind of on the lockdown quarantine, if you will, we tried. My family, we tried to order out from local restaurants to support them rather than ordering, you know, or going out of town. So we did everything that we could. If it's wear a mask, you know, I know that there's a lot of debate there, and I'm not here to debate that. But if wearing a mask means we can keep those businesses open and continue being productive, then I'm happy to wear my mask, and we'll gladly do so. So I would say just continue to support your local businesses, be smart, be safe, follow the CDC guidelines, protect yourself and protect those around you. Let's be a part of the solution through this tough time.
Okay. Well, you're definitely speaking to LDRC's heart, because we are totally all about supporting local and economic vitality. So
Right.
but that is all the questions that we had. So I want to thank you so much for joining us, and thank everyone that asked questions. And we wish you
Yeah.
much success this year.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Those are some great questions. Can I give my phone number to where if anybody would like information?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if you have other questions or you would like more information on any of our training programs that we have available, 983-1511 is the number to my office, and someone is here every day, and we'll gladly take questions and answer, and we are fleshing out our programs. We do plan to start, by the way, August 10th. The regular school year is going to be pushed back by a week as of right now, but our adult programs, we will start them August 10th with the GED, ESOL, welding, and our nursing program, and everything will fall in line within the next couple of weeks after that. So it's coming fast, and we plan to open safely, protecting our students, protecting our teachers, and everyone involved. So those are our plans. And I want to say thank you for inviting me and having me. It's always a great opportunity to speak to the community and to share the information about what we have.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Take care.